video is going to be my top 10 most favorite drugstore makeup products. Before I start, I have two things. Number one, I feel like my lighting looks really bright, but it's the same as it always is. I don't know. Let me know down below if it looks bad and I'll try to mess with it. Number two, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably know what I'm gonna say, but we had to put our poor sweet little dog, not little, but we had to put our dog to sleep today, and some of you are probably like, okay, you put your dog to sleep and you're filming a video and you look fine. I was a disaster. We had a yellow lab named Lucy that we kind of called her Bird dog, Birdie, whatever. She was kind of sick, and Tony took her to the vet the other day. He had to rush her in at night because she was just deteriorating. And we thought she was going to get medicine and come home, and she just got progressively worse. We went in today, and I mean, there was not even any choice because she was so sick. And I don't know, after we were done, I almost felt like a sense of relief. And I don't mean that to sound rude at all, because I mean, she was like one of my kids. I adored this dog. But it was like the whole time she was there, I was worrying and praying and hoping that she was going to get better, and it didn't happen. So after we put her to sleep, I just felt this, like, I don't know, like peace. Like, I know she's up there with my gram. I came home and I was just sitting downstairs, and I'm like, I can't just sit here and keep staring at her water bowl and, you know, the spot where she lays in the living room. So I'm filming. If this is disrespectful at all to her memory or her honor, I don't mean it to be. I just don't know what else to do with myself. So I feel much better filming because I feel like it takes my mind off of it, and now I just rambled for a good 10 minutes, so I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about my top 10 drugstore makeup products, you guys. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about two brushes, and I did not include these in my top 10, so these are just like little extras. The first one is the e.l.f. Small Tapered brush. I love this brush so much. I use it pretty much every day. It was $1. Seriously, it was $1. It's so soft, and you would never know that it was only $1. Now, it is a little bit wobbly, like I can feel it starting to go, but for $1, I mean, it's so good. I use this to set my under eye concealer. It's such a good brush. You don't have to spend $30 on a MAC brush. Go to e.l.f. and get the Small Tapered brush. It is bomb. I use this for highlighter. I've used it for blush. It's such a nice little brush. So I wanted to mention that. The other one is also from e.l.f. This is the powder brush. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki brush, which is like the best makeup brush for putting foundation on. If you don't want to spend Sigma prices, I mean, they're not that expensive. I think it's like $12 or $15. You can get this one at Target for $6, and it's flat on the top, as you can see. It is the nicest brush from the drugstore for doing foundation. Before I got my Sigma brush, this was all that I used for foundation. And it just puts it on so nicely, blends it in really well. It doesn't make it streaky or patchy. Love this brush. Had to mention it. Go to Target and get this brush. It's bomb, and I love it. And I still use it. Even though I have the Sigma brush, I still use this one. So it's a good one. Okay, so now getting into my top 10. The first thing I have is foundation. And I have two of them, but I kind of counted them as one because I feel like they're very much the same thing, just a little bit different. L'Oreal True Match and L'Oreal True Match Lumi. Now, if you're more on the oily side, I would say the L'Oreal True Match. If you're a little bit drier, I would go with Lumi. This one definitely gives you a dewy finish, and it is beautiful. It blends in nicely. It gives really, really good coverage. I'm in the shade W4 or W5, depending on if I'm self-tanning or not. In L'Oreal True Match, I'm W5 or W6. I wear both of them even though I'm dry. I know people say the L'Oreal True Match doesn't work for dry skin. It works amazingly well for me. This is my all-time favorite drugstore foundation. I love the Lumi one if I want a little bit more of a dewier finish. They have so many shades to choose from. They're not that expensive. Best drugstore foundations ever. Love them. Okay, next I have a primer, and this is the only primer that I use other than my NARS Pro Prime, which I love, but it's a little bit pricey, and I've actually been using this one a lot more. This is the Jane Eye Primer. As you guys probably know, I have extremely oily eyelids. This stuff, it's so good. My eyeshadow does not crease. I have it on today. This will last for 10, 11, 12 hours. It doesn't get chunky on your eye. It has no color to it. Best drugstore eye primer that I have ever used. It is amazing. Next I have a concealer, and I am totally obsessed with my MAC Pro Longwear. That's usually what I wear on a daily basis. But I also love this little drugstore gem. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm in the shade 20 Sand. I love concealers, and I have pretty much every drugstore concealer out there. This is the best one. I'm pointing to it like they're like miles apart. This is the best one. It's so good. It's creamy but not too creamy. It blends in nicely. It doesn't crease. Everything about it is perfect. It's the perfect consistency. It covers so well, and I have really bad dark circles. If you guys have not tried Maybelline Fit Me, I am urging you to go out and give it a try. I swear you will love it. You're weird. Next I have an eyeliner. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner in black. Best drugstore black eyeliner evs. Oh my god, look at that swatch. Am I too? Seriously. Anyway, you get the picture. This is the only black eyeliner that I use from the drugstore other than my Jane one. I do love the Jane one, but this one I've been using for years. It has never let me down. I have it on today. It goes in your waterline nicely. It doesn't tug on your eye. It doesn't smudge. It stays in place, which is very important, especially if you're wearing it in your waterline. And I don't really hear people talk about this very much, but it's bomb. Like if you covered up the name and used this, you would think it was high-end. It's good. Really, really good. Next I have an eyeshadow. These are the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows. This one's in the shade With a Twist. I have this one on today. I think this one may have been limited edition, but they're all amazing. There are so many shades out. They always come out with limited edition ones, and they're always updating the line. They're not really an eyeshadow. They're kind of like a pressed pigment. I'll give you guys a little swatch of this one. Oh, look at that color. It has like an iridescence to it. They are all absolutely amazing. They are such good quality. They're not powdery. They're more of, like I said, a pressed pigment. The colors are so intense and beautiful, and they just go on the eye so nicely, and I love them. I think these Infallibles are one of the best products that you can get in the drugstore. They're inexpensive, and they just have that luxury, like high-end feel to them. Everybody needs to own some. Everybody. Next I have a mascara. This is the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. And we've all heard my story. I have many stories, don't I? I used this last summer. I stopped using it because I ran out and I just didn't repurchase. I'm back in love. We've been going steady for a good 2 months now. I adore this mascara. Everything about it is nice. It does not clump, as the name suggests. The one thing I don't like about it, I always poke myself in the eye with this brush, and it's only this brush. Other than that, this mascara is perfect. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it makes my lashes long and voluminous and beautiful, and I love the color of the tube. Not that that matters, but kind of makes me happy. Next I have a blush. This is the NYX blush. This one's in Pinched, and I have this one on today. There are so many shades to choose from. They're super inexpensive. I think these are around $5. So many shades. The quality of the blush is really good. They're pigmented, they last on your skin, but they're not too pigmented that you have to be super careful with. If they're too pigmented, it's like, no, I don't want you to be that pigmented because then you look like a clown. So you can kind of just slap it on, not have to worry about it, but you still get that beautiful color. Love all the NYX blushes. I probably own, I don't know, 15 of them. Oh god, that sounds so bad. But they're amazing. They really are, and they're so inexpensive. Okay, the last thing I want to show you guys before we talk lip products is this e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Oh my god, I've been using this for about a month. Obsessed. I know that word is so overused, but oh my gosh, you guys, this stuff, I think I paid $2 for this. It was not more than $3. It is the best under eye setting powder that I have ever used in my entire life. It's better than my Ben Nye Banana Powder. It's better than my Urban Decay D-Slick Mattifying Powder, which you guys know those are my two faves. You put this on, it looks like you didn't put any powder on, but you get this brightness under your eye. It does not look powdery. I cannot believe that this is e.l.f. Not that e.l.f.'s not a good brand, but honestly, this feels like a $60 like Chanel powder to me. It is a gem. I am telling you guys, best under eye setting powder ever in my entire life. Not exaggerating, not being dramatic. This is it. I heard about this from Shan XO. She was not lying. It is amazing. I thought somebody was coming in my room. You guys, spend the $2 and get this. I'm telling you, you will die with pleasure. Sounded a little creepy. Okay, 2 lip products and then we're done. The first one is more of a brand than a color, and it is the Revlon lipsticks. These 2 here are Primrose, which is probably my favorite one of all time. It's just that perfect, like nudie pink. Let's put a little on. You guys know I always have to put lip products on. So this one I adore. The other one I have here is Pink Pout, and this is a matte, which we know how I feel about my matte lip colors. Is that not gorgeous? The Revlon line of lipsticks is probably the best in the drugstore. They have mattes, they have kind of sheerer ones, they have creams. They're beautiful. The colors are amazing and the quality is to die for. I'm getting excited. My hands are starting to go crazy, but I love Revlon lipsticks. There's something for everyone, and again, they're drugstore. They're super inexpensive. So go buy some Revlon lipsticks and make me proud. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about are these Almay Color Care Liquid Lip Balms. I talked about these in my favorite lip products of 2013. This one right here, Blooming, every day of my life, in my purse, on my lips, on my body. It does not leave my side. It's my little sidekick. We are best friends for life. You get a little bit of color and you get the feeling of a lip balm, but a little bit of a glossiness to it. They're incredible. I have talked about these at length many times. There's really pretty shades to choose from. These 2 are my favorites. This is Blooming, as I said, and this one is Rosy Lipped. They're just, the consistency of them is so nice and hydrating. It's the best of every world. Gloss, balm, lipstick, whatever. It's all wrapped up in this pretty little package, and I think these are just genius. I seriously cannot live without Blooming. I can't do it. I've tried. It's not ever gonna happen, so we're for life. We're homies forever. So guys, that is it for my top 10 drugstore beauty picks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any amazing, super fantastic drugstore picks. You guys have got to go out and try that e.l.f. under eye setting powder. I'm telling you, it is amazing. But I'm done now, I promise. So thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
It's everything you need, just wrapped up in a sweet little, like a casserole dish. I'm so excited, I'm drooling, seriously. I drool in every video. I can't help it. It seriously runs out. I know nobody wants to hear that, but it's the truth, and you're going to hear it, and you're going to enjoy it, and treasure it. Best drugstore Oh my gosh, I thought I broke that. Why am I such a wild animal? Wow. Oh my god. That scared me so bad. I thought the lid flew off. I'm losing my mind. Or you're messing with me. You wanna be ashamed of yourself? Girl, right here. I just almost got a paper cut on the Ulta flyer. I really want to get my hands on this Naked 3. I had it. I gave it away as a gift. Shoulda never did it. Kelsey, give it back. I miss it, and I want it. That's not very nice, is it? Like, who are you? Say you're sorry. You won't? Fine. This is how I want my thumbnail to look. Is that so wrong? No, it's not. I'll answer that for you. It's not wrong. But I have to try to be nice and be like, how are my eye inches? That was my forehead, not my eye. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, next. You are the stupidest person alive. How's the brows? I never know how my eyebrows are until I get on camera. And, yeah. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. What show is that from? And if you throw a party. I mean, look at all these nail polishes. What are you trying to do to me, Ulta? Kill me? Don't do this. Don't send me this stuff. How do you resist? Look at that little heart. I can't stand it. I sweat everything. Is it family ties? Oh my gosh. Growing pains? No. Thank you. Golden Girls! Shut your mouth. I figured it out, not you. And don't you say you did, because I did. Now, you guys were no help. I'm sorry, that wasn't very nice. You guys are probably Googling it for me, right? I'm sorry, that wasn't very nice. It wasn't nice. I'm gonna take the blame for that one. I was being a little bit of a biznatch, and I'm sorry.